When a crisis hits, you know who your community turns to. You. But what happens when that disaster hits your station? See, staying on the air is everything. So today, we're going to dive into a really critical distinction, one that can make all the difference. It's the plan to not just recover from a disaster, but to continue operating right through it.
Hey, welcome. So we are now on part 6 of our 10-part series breaking down the fantastic guide on disaster planning from Virtualization Options LLC. Specifically, we're digging into chapter 6, and this chapter focuses on a distinction that, might sound like simple jargon, but believe me, it has massive implications for your station's survival.
You've heard this, right? People use business continuity and disaster recovery like they're the same thing all the time. But here's the thing. In emergency planning, they are fundamentally different. And getting this wrong, it isn't just some operational mistake. It can literally be the difference between staying on the air as a lifeline and going silent when your community needs you the most.
Okay, so let's clear this up once and for all. We're going to start with a term that, most people are probably already familiar with: disaster recovery.
Think of disaster recovery as the emergency response after something is already broken. The flood has receded, the fire is out, the main server has crashed. Your DR plan is that playbook you grab to get your essential technology, your transmitters, your servers, all those core systems back up and running. It's reactive, and it's very tech-focused.
Now, business continuity, that's a whole different beast. It's the proactive strategy for how you keep operating during the crisis itself. And it is so much bigger than just tech. It answers the question, how do we keep broadcasting? How do we keep generating revenue? How do we keep serving the public, even when our main studio is completely inaccessible or our staff is scattered everywhere?
Okay, so we get it. They're different. But why is this distinction so incredibly crucial for a broadcast station? Well, it's because one plan gets your gear working again, while the other one keeps your entire operation, your promise to your community, alive. This slide really lays it all out, doesn't it? On one side, you got disaster recovery. It's reactive. It kicks in after the disaster happens. Its scope is pretty narrow, really just focusing on the IT and tech. The whole goal is just to restore what was lost. But then you look at business continuity. It's proactive. It's all planned out before anything happens. Its scope covers the whole business, your people, your processes, programming, even sales. The goal here is to maintain operations without missing a beat. And this quote just illustrates the point perfectly. I love this. Having a backup generator, that's a great disaster recovery step for sure. But business continuity, that's the thinking that makes sure you have fuel for that generator, a plan for your DJs to broadcast from home, and a strategy for the sales team to keep working remotely. See the difference? One is a tool, the other is the complete operational strategy. So, we understand the theory, right? Now let's talk about how this actually applies in the real world. How do we build this into a practical plan for a broadcast station?
Well, the guide outlines 4 key approaches. First, you've got to know what's non-negotiable, what functions absolutely must continue, no matter what. Second, you have to build out those remote capabilities. Can your talent and your traffic managers actually work from anywhere? Third, create rock-solid communication plans for when normal channels are down. And fourth, and this one is huge, cross-train your people. Seriously, what happens if your chief engineer is the one who can't get to the station?
And look, none of this is just theoretical fluff. Let's ground this in reality by looking at some lessons learned from actual on-air crises. This is where the guide gets really powerful. It uses actual case studies to show what happens when stations face these major crises. It looks at the plans that worked and, maybe even more importantly, where the gaps were. Learning from what others have been through is one of the best ways to strengthen your own station's resilience. And the threats they cover are incredibly varied. The analysis goes through everything from the kind of predictable chaos of hurricanes and wildfires, all the way to the sudden, sneaky strike of a ransomware attack. It just goes to show you that a good continuity plan has to be robust enough to handle any kind of disruption, not just a physical one. So I'll leave you with this question to really think about for your own operation. Imagine this. Your transmitter is humming along just fine, but every single road to the station is closed. What's your plan? Is it a plan for recovery or is it a plan for continuity? Answering that question honestly, that's the first real step in moving from just recovering from disaster to truly continuing right through it.